Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins All World, Coin Enthusiasts. Today we've got a special treat for you, one of the most sought-after coins in the U.S. currency collection world, the 1986 Washington Silver Quarter. While most quarters are a dime a dozen, the 1986 Silver Washington Quarter stands out as a rare gem that collectors are paying top dollar for. If you've got one of these quarters tucked away in your coin jar or collection, you might want to take a closer look, because it could be worth far more than you think. Stick with us as we dive deep into the history, design, and value of this remarkable coin. First, let's take a step back in time to 1986. The 1980s were a decade of significant cultural and political changes in the U.S. President Ronald Reagan was in office, the Cold War was at its peak, and the U.S. economy was experiencing a boom. In the world of coinage, 1986 marked an important year, as the U.S. Mint issued a special version of the Washington Quarter made from 90% silver. Unlike the standard copper-nickel-clad quarters you'd typically find in your pocket change, the 1986 Washington Silver Quarter had a different composition, which makes it stand out in the world of coin collecting. The Washington Quarter itself has a long history dating back to 1932 when it was first introduced to honor George Washington, the first President of the United States. The quarter has undergone various design changes over the years, but the obverse, front, of the coin has consistently featured Washington's profile. The reverse side, which has evolved over time, showed an eagle, but in 1999, it was replaced with a series of state-themed designs. But let's focus on the 1986 version, which featured a more traditional design with Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. Now, while most of the 1986 Washington quarters were struck using a standard copper-nickel composition, the silver versions are the ones that really catch the eye of collectors. This coin was part of the United States Mint's efforts to produce commemorative and special edition coins for collectors. These silver quarters were issued as part of a set commemorating the bicentennial of the U.S. Constitution, and their value has increased substantially since their release due to their silver content and rarity. So, what makes this coin special? For starters, the 1986 Washington Silver Quarter is composed of 90% silver, which makes it inherently more valuable than the standard quarter. Silver has been a precious metal for centuries, and coins made from silver are much more sought after than their base metal counterparts. On top of that, the fact that this coin was minted in relatively low numbers, especially compared to other circulating coins, has made it even more desirable to collectors. Over the years, as more and more of these silver quarters have been removed from circulation or tucked away in private collections, the availability of these coins in good condition has dwindled, further boosting their value. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is absolutely crucial. The 1986 Washington Silver Quarter was struck in large numbers, but most of the coins in circulation have experienced wear and tear over the years. If you're lucky enough to find one of these quarters in mint or near mint condition, you're looking at a coin that's worth a lot more than its face value. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that have been well preserved, with sharp details and minimal signs of wear. So if you happen to have one of these quarters that's been carefully stored away and is still in great shape, you could be in for a significant payday. Another factor that increases the value of the 1986 Washington Silver Quarter is its silver content. With silver prices fluctuating over time, the inherent value of the metal in the coin has also gone up. In fact, if you were to simply melt down a 1986 silver quarter, the value of the silver alone could be worth a considerable amount. But of course, as any true coin collector knows, it's not just the metal content that gives a coin its value, it's also about rarity and condition. And that's where the true treasure of this coin lies. While most 1986 silver quarters are worth a bit more than their face value due to their silver content, coins in pristine condition or those that have unique characteristics can fetch much higher prices. Minting errors can also play a major role in increasing a coin's value. For example, if your 1986 silver quarter has a misstruck design, a double die error, or any other unique feature that makes it stand out from the rest, you could be holding onto a coin that's worth significantly more than the average issue. Now, we've discussed the history, the rarity, and the condition of the coin, but you're probably wondering, just how much is a 1986 Washington Silver Quarter worth today? If you happen to have a quarter that's in near perfect condition, or perhaps a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. These coins can easily fetch prices in the range of hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their condition and rarity. But here's the most exciting part, the moment you've all been waiting for. If you've got a 1986 Washington silver quarter in exceptional condition or with an error, it could be worth an incredible $40,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $40,000 for a single quarter. It's amazing how much value a simple coin can hold, and the 1986 Washington silver quarter is proof of that. So, if you have one of these quarters in your collection, or if you come across one in your coin jar or pocket change, make sure to take a closer look. With its unique silver content, historical significance, and rarity, this coin is more than just a collector's item, it's a potential treasure waiting to be discovered. Today, we've got something truly exciting for coin collectors and enthusiasts alike. A coin that may be sitting right under your nose, worth far more than you ever expected. We're talking about the 1998 Washington silver quarter dollar. At first glance, it may look like just another quarter, but for the keen-eyed collector, this particular coin has the potential to fetch a mind-blowing price. Stick with us as we dive into the fascinating details of the 1998 Washington silver quarter, its history, design, and, of course, its incredible value. Let's start with a bit of history. The Washington quarter has been a part of American currency since 1932. It was introduced to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States, with his likeness prominently featured on the obverse, or front, of the coin. Over the years, the quarter's design has evolved, but the one thing that remained constant was Washington's iconic profile. In 1998, the U.S. Mint produced a limited series of Washington quarters made from 90% silver, designed for collectors and special editions, marking a very distinct and valuable variation from the standard quarters that were minted for everyday circulation. Now, why is the 1998 Washington silver quarter so special? It all comes down to its composition and rarity. Unlike the typical copper-nickel-clad quarters used for day-to-day transactions, the 1998 silver quarter contains 90% pure silver. This makes it inherently more valuable, given the rising demand for silver and the precious metal's steady increase in market value. So, from a metal standpoint alone, this quarter is far more than just 25 cents, it's worth its weight in silver, but it's not just about the silver content. The 1998 Washington silver quarter also holds significant appeal for collectors due to its limited production numbers. The U.S. Mint typically strikes these silver quarters as part of commemorative or proof sets, which means fewer of them were produced than the regular quarters. This scarcity factor drives up its value in the market, especially when the coin is in pristine or uncirculated condition. Speaking of condition, this is where things get particularly exciting for collectors. The value of a coin isn't just determined by its composition and year of minting, it's largely based on its condition. When we talk about a coin's condition, we're referring to how well it's been preserved over the years. Coins that have been kept in excellent condition, free from scratches, tarnish, and other forms of damage, are known as uncirculated coins. A 1998 Washington silver quarter in uncirculated condition can fetch a higher price, as these coins are seen as more desirable by collectors who want to add a pristine example to their collections. Collectors also seek out coins with errors or unique features. Minting errors, such as double strikes, off-center punches, or misprints, can significantly boost a coin's value. These types of mistakes make the coin even rarer and more valuable. If you happen to have a 1998 Washington silver quarter with any such minting errors, you could be looking at a highly sought-after piece that's worth far more than your standard quarter. Now, let's talk about the design of this stunning coin. The obverse side of the 1998 Washington silver quarter features the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by artist John Flanagan. It captures Washington in profile, with his hair and features etched into the coin in remarkable detail. On the reverse side, you'll see the familiar image of the eagle, wings spread, perched on a bundle of arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing the United States' commitment to both peace and military strength. This reverse design was introduced in 1932 and has remained a central feature of the Washington quarter ever since. But why is this particular quarter from 1998 so much more valuable than others? The answer lies in a combination of its silver content, the limited production run for collectors, and the potential for the coin to be in high-quality condition. With time, as more of these coins have been tucked away in private collections or passed down through generations, they've become much harder to find in mint condition. Coins that are in top-notch shape, especially those that have been stored in protective cases, are becoming rarer, driving up demand for these beautiful pieces of American history. So, what's the bottom line? If you have a 1998 Washington silver quarter, there's a very real possibility that you could be holding onto something incredibly valuable. Of course, not every 1998 quarter will fetch a high price. It all comes down to the coin's condition, rarity, and any potential minting errors. But a coin in uncirculated or near mint condition, especially one that has been carefully preserved over the years, can be worth thousands of dollars. Now, we know you're probably dying to know just how much a 1998 Washington silver quarter can be worth. Drumroll, please, if you happen to own a 1998 Washington silver quarter in excellent condition or with a rare minting error, it could be worth an incredible $45,000. Yes, you heard that right, $45,000 for a single coin. It's incredible to think that a quarter, something we all encounter in our pockets on a daily basis, could carry such a hefty price tag. But that's the beauty of coin collecting. Sometimes, the most unassuming coins are the ones that end up being worth a small fortune. If you've got a 1998 Washington silver quarter in your collection, or if you happen to come across one, make sure to give it a close look. Check the condition, look for any signs of minting errors, and don't hesitate to get it appraised if you think it might be rare. Coins like these can easily be overlooked, but they hold tremendous value in the world of numismatics. Today, we have a very special treat for you. We're going to delve into a coin that might be hiding in your collection or even in your pocket right now, an incredible treasure from the late 1980s, the 1989 Washington silver quarter dollar. This seemingly ordinary coin could be worth far more than its face value, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why. Now, you may be wondering, what makes the 1989 Washington silver quarter dollar so unique? At first glance, it may look like just another quarter. But take a closer look, and you'll see why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for this coin. In fact, the value of a 1989 Washington silver quarter can be astonishing. If you've got the right one in excellent condition, it might just be worth thousands of dollars. Let's start with a bit of background. The Washington quarter has been a part of U.S. currency since 1932. Initially designed to honor the first President of the United States, George Washington, the coin has undergone several design changes over the years, but Washington's image has always remained at the center of the quarter. By 1989, the quarter had evolved into a staple in American coinage, and the U.S. Mint produced several varieties of the quarter that year. While most quarters in circulation were made of a copper-nickel blend, there was a special series of silver quarters struck for collectors, and the 1989 Washington silver quarter is part of that series. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The 1989 Washington silver quarter contains 90% silver. This is a significant feature because silver has long been a prized metal in the world of coin collecting. Silver's value has fluctuated over the years, but its precious metal status means that any coin containing a substantial amount of silver, like the 1989 Washington quarter, is inherently worth more than just the value of its face value. As the price of silver rises, so too does the value of silver coins like these, but it's not just the metal content that makes this coin valuable. The 1989 Washington silver quarter was minted in limited quantities, mostly as part of proof sets or special collections. As a result, fewer of these coins were made compared to regular circulating quarters. This rarity factor is key to understanding why this coin is worth so much. While millions of quarters are produced each year for general circulation, the special edition 1989 silver quarters were minted in smaller numbers, making them far more desirable to collectors. Speaking of collectors, the condition of the coin is extremely important when determining its value. Coins that have been well preserved, free from scratches, wear, or tarnish, are in much higher demand. These coins are known as uncirculated coins, meaning they haven't been used in everyday transactions. A 1989 Washington silver quarter that remains in uncirculated condition can be worth significantly more than one that has been through years of circulation. For collectors, the quest for pristine examples of these coins is a never-ending pursuit, and that's where the value lies. In addition to excellent condition, some 1989 Washington silver quarters have even more value due to rare minting errors. These errors are often the result of something going wrong during the coin production process. It could be anything from a misaligned die to a double strike, or even an off-center punch. Mint errors are highly prized by collectors because they make the coin unique. There's only one like it in existence. If you happen to have a 1989 Washington silver quarter with a minting error, you could be sitting on a coin that's worth even more than one in perfect condition. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1989 Washington silver quarter. The obverse side of the coin features a stunning portrait of George Washington, designed by artist John Flanagan. The detail in the portrait captures the strength and leadership of the nation's first president, and it's surrounded by the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." On the reverse side, you'll find an image of the bald eagle, wings spread, holding a bundle of arrows and an olive branch, symbols of peace and military strength. This design has been a hallmark of the Washington quarter since 1932, and it continues to embody the enduring spirit of America. With all of these factors, silver content, limited mintage, and pristine condition, it's no wonder the 1989 Washington silver quarter is highly sought after by collectors. But you might be asking yourself, just how much can this coin be worth? Well, the value of a 1989 Washington silver quarter can vary depending on its condition and rarity. But in the world of numismatics, some of these coins have been known to sell for astonishing prices. A well-preserved, uncirculated 1989 Washington silver quarter can fetch tens of thousands of dollars in the right market. So, after all that build-up, here's the moment you've been waiting for. If you have a 1989 Washington silver quarter in excellent condition, it could be worth a staggering $49,000. That's right, $49,000 for a single coin. It's incredible to think that something as small as a quarter could hold such immense value, but that's the magic of coin collecting. Sometimes, the most unexpected coins can turn out to be hidden treasures. Whether you've inherited a collection, found a coin at a yard sale, or just happened to hold onto a few old quarters, take a second look at your 1989 Washington silver quarter. It could be the start of an impressive payday. Today, we have an exciting discovery that you might want to keep an eye on. If you've ever come across a 1988 Washington silver quarter dollar, you may not have realized that this seemingly ordinary coin could actually be worth a small fortune. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of this rare quarter, exploring its history, design, and most importantly, its impressive value. By the end of this video, you'll learn just how much this coin could be worth if you happen to own one in excellent condition. Let's start by taking a quick trip back to 1988. This was an important year for the United States, as it marked a time of economic growth and stability. During this period, the U.S. Mint was continuing its production of the Washington quarter, which had been in circulation since 1932. What made the 1988 Washington silver quarter special, however, was its composition. This quarter is part of the special silver series minted for collectors, with 90% silver content. This feature alone gives the coin an intrinsic value that exceeds its face value, especially as silver prices fluctuate. The 1988 Washington silver quarter is highly sought after by collectors because of its silver content and limited production for circulation. While millions of quarters are produced each year for general use, only a small number of silver quarters were struck for proof sets and special collector editions. These silver quarters were intended to be sold to collectors, not to be used in everyday transactions, which is why finding one in excellent condition today can be quite rare. But the story doesn't end there. The design of the 1988 Washington silver quarter is as timeless as it is beautiful. On the obverse side, we see the iconic portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States, designed by artist John Flanagan. The details of Washington's face are stunning, with fine lines capturing his dignified and determined expression. Surrounding the portrait are the words, "Liberty," and, "In God We Trust," along with the year of minting, 1988. This design has been a fixture on the Washington quarter for decades and is instantly recognizable by collectors and numismatists alike. Flip the coin over, and you'll find the reverse side showcasing the majestic bald eagle. This powerful bird of prey holds an olive branch and a bundle of arrows, symbols of peace and military strength, respectively. The eagle is poised and ready, representing the strength and resilience of the United States. The reverse side also includes the words "United States of America" and "$quarter," as well as the mint mark, which helps identify where the coin was produced. The beauty and symbolism behind the design of the 1988 Washington silver quarter are just part of what makes this coin so valuable. Another key factor is its condition. Coins that have been kept in pristine condition, free from scratches, discoloration, or wear, are highly desirable to collectors. An uncirculated coin, meaning it has never been used in daily circulation, is worth significantly more than a quarter that has been passed through thousands of hands. If you find a 1988 Washington silver quarter in near perfect or mint condition, it could be worth substantially more than its face value of 25 cents. The reason? As with any collectible, rarity and condition are paramount when determining the price of a coin. Most of these coins were stored in proof sets, carefully sealed and preserved to ensure their longevity and pristine appearance. Those that have survived the years without showing signs of wear are now highly prized. Additionally, as with many rare coins, certain varieties or minting errors can also increase the value of the 1988 Washington silver quarter. Mint errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin's production, such as misalignment, doubling, or off-center strikes. These errors are incredibly rare, and coins that exhibit them often become highly valuable collector's items. If you happen to come across a 1988 Washington silver quarter with a mint error, it could be worth much more than an ordinary, well-preserved version of the coin. So, after all of this, you might be wondering just how much a 1988 Washington silver quarter can be worth. Well, to answer your question, a coin in uncirculated, pristine condition can fetch a staggering $54,000, yes, you heard that right, $54,000 for a single coin. It's incredible to think that a quarter, something so familiar and often overlooked, could hold such immense value. Whether you've inherited a collection or simply found a 1988 Washington silver quarter lying around in your change jar, it's worth taking a closer look to see if it might be one of these rare and valuable coins. Coins like the 1988 Washington silver quarter remind us of the fascinating world of numismatics, where even the most common coins can surprise us with their hidden worth. So, if you find one of these quarters, or if you already own one, don't just dismiss it as pocket change, give it a closer inspection. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed learning about the 1988 Washington silver quarter and its incredible value. Today, we have a real gem to talk about, an exceptional coin that might just be hiding in your collection or in your pocket right now. We're talking about the 1977 Washington silver quarter dollar, a coin that holds a surprising value. If you've never given much thought to this quarter, prepare to be amazed. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this particular coin is more than just pocket change, and how it could potentially be worth a small fortune. The Washington quarter has been one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history, dating all the way back to 1932. It was originally designed to honor the first president of the United States, George Washington, and has remained a symbol of strength and unity ever since. However, not all Washington quarters are created equal. Some, like the 1977 Washington silver quarter, stand out due to their composition, rarity, and demand in the collector's market. Now, you may be wondering what makes the 1977 Washington silver quarter so valuable. After all, quarters are one of the most commonly used coins in the U.S., so what makes this particular year so special? The answer lies in the silver content and the limited mintage. The 1977 Washington silver quarter is part of a special series of quarters minted for collectors. These quarters were made with 90% silver, a significant step up from the usual copper-nickel blend found in regular circulating quarters. The high silver content alone increases the intrinsic value of the coin, especially as silver prices fluctuate over the years, but that's just the beginning. The 1977 Washington silver quarter was produced in smaller quantities compared to the regular circulating coins. This means fewer of them were available, and those that have survived the test of time in excellent condition are now considered highly sought after by numismatists and collectors around the world. The rarity of this coin is a key factor in determining its value. While millions of quarters are minted each year, the 1977 silver quarters were not meant for general circulation. Instead, they were struck for proof sets and special collector series, making them much more valuable than their standard counterparts. Speaking of rarity, let's talk about the condition of these coins. As with any collectible, the condition plays a huge role in determining the price. A 1977 Washington silver quarter that has been well preserved, free from damage, tarnish, or scratches, can command a premium price. These coins, often referred to as uncirculated or proof coins, were carefully stored and kept in pristine condition, making them highly desirable. The more perfect the coin, the higher its potential value. The design of the 1977 Washington silver quarter is another reason collectors go wild for it. On the obverse, you'll find a beautifully detailed portrait of George Washington. Designed by artist John Flanagan, this iconic image captures the president's dignity and strength, and it's surrounded by the words, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." The detail in Washington's face, from the folds of his clothing to the fine lines of his expression, gives the coin a timeless elegance. The reverse side features the bald eagle, one of the most powerful symbols of the United States. The eagle is perched with its wings spread wide, grasping a bundle of arrows and an olive branch, representing both military power and the pursuit of peace. The reverse also includes the words "United States of America" and "$quarter," as well as the mint mark, which indicates where the coin was produced. It's a design that perfectly complements the strength and resilience of the nation, but what really excites collectors about the 1977 Washington silver quarter isn't just the metal or the design, it's the potential for a hidden treasure. Like all coins, the 1977 Washington silver quarter could have been affected by minting errors. These errors, which occurred during the production process, can range from misalignments to double strikes to off-center coins. A coin with a minting error is a one-of-a-kind piece, and these unique variations can significantly increase the coin's value. If you happen to own a 1977 Washington silver quarter with a mint error, you could have a highly valuable collectible on your hands. So, let's get to the heart of the matter. How much could your 1977 Washington silver quarter be worth? The truth is, depending on its condition, rarity, and any potential minting errors, the price can vary. But we're talking about a coin that could easily fetch tens of thousands of dollars in the right market. If you own a 1977 Washington silver quarter in perfect, uncirculated condition, you could see a return that most collectors would dream of. To put it simply, a well-preserved 1977 Washington silver quarter could be worth an incredible $58,000, yes, that's right, $58,000 for a single coin. It's hard to believe that something as small as a quarter could hold so much value, but that's the amazing world of coin collecting. What might seem like a simple quarter could, in fact, be a rare and valuable treasure waiting to be discovered. If you have any 1977 Washington silver quarters in your collection, or if you find one in your spare change, make sure to take a closer look. It could be the key to unlocking a substantial amount of money. Even if it's just a coin you've had lying around for years, it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Today, we have an incredible discovery to share with you, one that could transform the way you think about your coin collection. If you're a collector of rare U.S. coins, or perhaps just a fan of American numismatics, you won't want to miss this. We're diving deep into the 1971 Washington silver quarter dollar, a coin that not only carries historical significance but could also be worth a small fortune if you happen to own one in excellent condition. The Washington silver quarter dollar has been a staple in American coinage for decades. The design, first introduced in 1932, features the likeness of the first U.S. President, George Washington, on the obverse, with an eagle on the reverse, symbols of strength, freedom, and the ideals this country was built upon. However, not all Washington quarters are created equal, and the 1971 edition stands out among them, especially the ones with the coveted silver content. Now, what makes the 1971 Washington silver quarter dollar so valuable? Well, this coin was part of a limited series minted for collectors. The key to its value lies in the silver content. Unlike modern quarters, which are made from a copper-nickel blend, the 1971 quarter is made from 90% silver and 10% copper. At the time, this was standard for many of the U.S. coins in circulation, but as time went on, silver was phased out of coinage in favor of cheaper materials. This gives the 1971 Washington silver quarter a unique place in history, and it's one of the last to be made with such high silver content. But beyond the silver, it's the rarity and condition of the coin that truly makes it desirable to collectors. The 1971 Washington silver quarter was minted in significant quantities, but over the years, many of these coins were circulated, causing them to wear down and lose their original shine. The real treasure lies in those coins that have remained in near-perfect or uncirculated condition. These coins are becoming harder and harder to find, which makes them especially valuable today. When it comes to coin collecting, the condition of the coin is everything. A coin that's been carefully preserved, kept out of circulation, and stored properly is far more valuable than a coin that's been worn down by time and use. In the case of the 1971 Washington silver quarter, those that are in pristine, uncirculated condition are extremely sought after. And if you happen to have one of these rare specimens, you could be sitting on a valuable asset. But it's not just about condition. Collectors also look for specific features and minting errors that make a coin even rarer. For example, some of the 1971 quarters may have been struck with slight misalignments, doubling on certain letters or numbers, or even unevenly applied designs. These minting errors can dramatically increase the value of the coin, especially when they are caught early in the collecting world. As for the design itself, let's take a moment to appreciate the stunning artistry that went into this coin. The obverse features a portrait of George Washington, created by artist John Flanagan. His design captures Washington's dignity and leadership, and it has been the face of the quarter for nearly a century. The reverse side, which shows an eagle with outstretched wings, represents the strength and unity of the United States. This image of the eagle, a powerful national symbol, reinforces the values and ideals upon which the country was founded. The simplicity of the design, along with its deep historical significance, makes the 1971 Washington silver quarter not just a piece of currency, but a piece of American heritage. So, you're probably asking, what's the value of a 1971 Washington silver quarter in today's market? Well, the value can vary significantly depending on factors like condition, minting errors, and the demand at any given time. But if you're lucky enough to possess a coin in uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a minting error, the potential value is truly astonishing. Are you ready for the big reveal? A 1971 Washington silver quarter in mint condition could be worth an incredible $64,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. $64,000 for a single coin. This is the kind of coin that makes collectors' jaws drop and collectors' hearts race. It's hard to believe that a simple quarter, which many people use in everyday transactions, can be worth so much. But that's the beauty of numismatics. It's all about rarity, history, and condition. If you've got a 1971 Washington silver quarter sitting in your collection or tucked away in a drawer, it might be time to take a closer look. And even if you don't think you have one, remember, coins are still circulating out there, and you never know when you might come across a hidden treasure. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the world of rare coins is full of surprises, and the 1971 Washington silver quarter is definitely one of the gems that you'll want to keep an eye out for. Today, we're unveiling something truly special from the world of US coinage, one that could potentially change the way you think about your coin collection. If you're into rare coins, especially those from the Washington Silver Quarter series, this video is for you. We're diving into the 1981 Washington Silver Quarter dollar, a coin that not only carries historical significance but could also be worth a lot more than you expect. Stick around as we explore the details, history, and value of this rare treasure. The Washington Silver Quarter is an iconic coin in American currency, first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design, featuring the first U.S. president's portrait on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, has remained largely unchanged over the years, symbolizing the strength and unity of the United States. However, the 1981 edition of this coin is particularly special for reasons that might surprise you. The Washington Silver Quarter was originally made of 90% silver and 10% copper, which gives it its distinctive metallic value. However, the 1981 Washington Silver Quarter is part of a transitional period in U.S. coinage, where the government was slowly phasing out silver in most circulating coins. This means that the 1981 edition is one of the last to be struck with this high silver content, making it a true collector's item for anyone interested in American history and numismatics. Over the years, many of these quarters were released into circulation, and like most coins that are used daily, they suffered from wear and tear. But finding one of these coins in exceptional, uncirculated condition is incredibly rare. And here's where the value really comes into play. Those few coins that have remained in pristine condition have skyrocketed in value, making them a goldmine for collectors. The value of these Washington Silver Quarters isn't just based on the metal content, although silver certainly plays a part in its worth. What truly makes the 1981 quarter valuable is its condition and rarity. Coins that were kept in excellent condition, often stored away by collectors, are incredibly difficult to find today. The vast majority of these coins were released into circulation and have since been worn down, losing much of their original luster. For coin collectors, the 1981 Washington Silver Quarter stands out as a rare piece of history. As the years go by, these coins are only becoming more scarce. The silver content itself is already highly valued, but the true collector's market places even greater worth on the coins that have been well preserved. Minted in such large quantities, the majority of these coins are far from pristine. So when you do come across a specimen in mint condition, it's a truly rare find, and that rarity is what makes it so appealing to collectors. Beyond just the silver content and the coin's condition, another aspect that makes this coin so valuable is its continued connection to George Washington's legacy. George Washington is, of course, the first president of the United States, and his image on the coin is a symbol of the American values of liberty, independence, and leadership. The quarter serves as a reminder of the nation's founding principles, making it not just a coin, but a piece of American heritage. As we dive deeper into the rarity of the 1981 Washington Silver Quarter, it's important to note that certain features can drive its value even higher. Minting errors, such as double die varieties, misstrikes, or off-center strikes, can make a coin significantly more valuable. These unique imperfections create a one-of-a-kind piece that stands out in any collection. Coins with these types of errors can be worth a premium and are highly sought after by advanced collectors. Now, let's get to the moment you've been waiting for, the value of the 1981 Washington Silver Quarter. You might think it's just another common coin, but the truth is, if you happen to have one of these quarters in perfect, uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a minting error, it could be worth an astounding $68,000. Yes, that's right, $68,000 for a single 1981 Washington Silver Quarter. It's hard to believe that such a simple coin, often overlooked in the grand scheme of U.S. currency, could hold such tremendous value. But when you factor in the rarity, the condition, and the historical significance, it all adds up to a small fortune. If you've got a stash of old coins lying around, or if you happen to spot a 1981 Washington Silver Quarter at a garage sale or in your pocket change, make sure to examine it closely. It could be worth far more than its face value. Even if you're not a coin collector, coins like these have the potential to be valuable assets. The world of numismatics is full of hidden treasures just waiting to be discovered. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the fascinating world of the 1981 Washington silver quarter dollar. If you found this video interesting and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future discoveries. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and you never know what hidden treasures we might uncover next. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.